Today we will start with 5 variable K-map. So 5 variable K-map, it will be in this way. So A is equal to 0. Here it will be A is equal to 1. This block it is A is equal to 0. Here it is A is equal to 1. Okay. So A, B, C, D, E are 5 variable. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 variable means 2 raised to 5. How many cells you will be having? How many combinations you will be having? You will be having 32 combinations. That is 0 till 31. So as you have already seen 0 to 15, how we'll be writing a K-map? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. In the same way, it will continue here. It is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 is here, 26, 27. Okay, this is 26, this is 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So here it is A is equal to 0. Here it is A is equal to 1. This is same. This is BC and this is DE. So 0, 0 means B bar, C bar, B bar, C, BC, B, C bar. In the same way, D bar, E bar, D bar, E, DE, D, E bar. So now they have given a problem. F of A, B, C, D, E is equal to summation 0, 2, 8, 10, 16, 18, 24, 26. So I will place 1 in the cell number 0, 2, 8, 10, 16, 18, 24 and 26. Why I am placing 1? Because it is a summation, that is it is sigma. So now I'll be placing 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. That is 0, 2, 8, 10. Next 16, 18, 24. This is 26. Okay. So now it is 4 cell grouping. This is one group. That is 0, 2, 8 and 10 is one group. So what you will be getting here, it is nothing but C bar, E bar. C corresponding row, this is this row and this row. So what you will be getting? C bar. Corresponding column, what you will be getting? This and this, which is not changing. E bar is not changing. So it is E bar. So what you will be getting actually? A is equal to 0. A bar, C bar, E bar. And here what you will be getting? It is A. It is C bar, corresponding row, and corresponding column you will be getting E bar. So it is A, C bar, E bar. As this is A bar and this is A. Okay. If you write the equation, it is A bar, C bar, E bar plus A, C bar, E bar. I have written directly. Why? Because A bar plus A, what it is? As C bar and E bar is common, if I take into A bar plus A, it is equal to 1. So I have written directly it is C bar, E bar. Okay. Understood? So next problem. F of B, W, X, Y, Z is equal to summation 5, 7, 13, 15, 21, 23, 29, 31. Okay. So I'll place 1 as it is summation. That means it is min terms. That means you have to place 1 in the cell numbers given. So I'll be placing 1 here. 1, 5, 7, 13, 15, 21, 23, 29, 31. So after placing, I'll group it. It is a 4 cell group. So what you will be getting here, it is V bar. Corresponding row, what it is? It is X. And corresponding column, when you see it is Z. So V bar X Z. In the same way, when you see here corresponding row and column, it is X here and Z here. As it is V is equal to 1 this side, so it is V X Z. So when I write the expression, how I'll be writing it is X Z V plus V bar. Okay, as V plus V bar, anything, any variable A plus A bar is equal to 1, V plus V bar is equal to 1. So 1 into XZ is equal to XZ. So I'll be writing xz as a minimal expression. In the same way, f of a, b, c, d, e is equal to summation. They have given 1, 3, 4, 6, 9, 11, 12, 14, 17, 19, 20, 22, 25, 27, 28, 30. So I'll be placing 1 in all these cells. So when I place 1 in all these cells, I'll be grouping it. So when I'm grouping, I'll be grouping 1, 3, 9, 11. So when I've grouped 1, 3, 9, 11, so what I'll be getting, it is A is equal to 0. So it is A bar. Okay, so it is A bar. Corresponding row, what I'll be writing, it is C bar. So see this 1, 3, 9, 11. Here it is B bar, C bar. Here it is B, C bar. So what is not changing? C bar is not changing. So what I'll be writing, A bar, C bar. And corresponding column when I see to this group, it is D bar E, and it is DE. So what is not changing again? E is not changing, right? It is corresponding. E is not changing. So I'll be writing A bar, C bar, E. Okay. So next, 4, 12, 6 and 14 are one group. So corresponding row, what you'll be getting, it is B here. Okay. It is B. Sorry, it is C. This is B bar C. This is BC. So what it is C. Corresponding column when I see it is E bar. Okay. So here it is C. Here it is E bar. And what is A is equal to 0? It is A bar. So I'll be writing A bar, C, E bar. Okay. In the same way, I'll be writing for this one. When I see corresponding row here, what is not changing? It is C bar. Okay. This is again the same C bar, and here it is E. And A is equal to 1 indicates what? A, C bar, E. Okay. So next group I have not shown here. I have forgotten. So it is cell number 20. It is cell number 28. Cell number 24. Cell number, one second, it is 21, 22. 22, cell number 22 and cell number 30. Okay. It is 9. It is 20, 22, 20, 22, and it is 27 and 30. So when I see this corresponding row, it is what is not changing? C. When I see corresponding column, it is E bar. Okay. So it is C, E bar, and A is equal to 1. It indicates A. Okay. So C bar, E and C, E bar, again the same thing. A plus A bar is equal to 1. A plus A bar is equal to 1. So what I'll be getting? It is C bar, E plus C, E bar. So coming to the next problem. F of V, W, X, Y, Z is equal to summation. They have given the problem. Okay. So I'll be placing 1 in all these cells. So when I place 1 here, so what it is 4, 5, 6, 7 becomes one group. So 4, 5, 6, 7, when it becomes one group, corresponding row, what you'll be getting? You'll be getting W bar X. Okay. So when it is W bar X, here it is V is equal to 0. So what you'll be getting? It is V bar, W bar X. As it has covered all the columns, I'll not be getting any variable over here. Okay. As this group is covering only this row, I'll be getting W bar X, V bar, W bar X. In the same way, I'll be writing for this, that is 13, 15, 9 and 11. So when I'll be writing for this, so what you'll be getting? Corresponding row, it is W. Okay, corresponding column, it is Z. So WZ, and V is equal to 0 indicates V bar. So V bar WZ. So in the same way, here what I'll be writing? V is equal to 1, it is here. So you'll be getting V. And here corresponding row, it is W. Corresponding column, what you'll be getting, which is not changing, it is Z. When you see these two columns. So V, W, Z. So first thing, I'll be writing all these things. V bar, W bar X plus V bar, WZ plus V, WZ. V bar, W bar X as it is, I'll be writing. In these two variables, I'll be taking WZ as common. So when I take WZ as common, what I'll be getting inside? It is V bar plus V. As we already know, V plus V bar or any variable which is complemented, you'll be getting it as is equal to 1. So V bar W bar X plus WZ. So next topic is incompletely specified functions. So incompletely specified functions means you'll be using don't care terms. Okay. So what actually will be doing with the don't care terms is we'll be using this don't care terms to group with ones, so that we'll be getting maximum cell grouping. And one more thing you have to remember is only grouping of don't care terms is not there. Okay, you cannot group only don't care terms. So now don't care terms which is indicated by small d. Okay, so they have given one problem, that is f of wxyz is equal to summation 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus summation small d 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So in cell number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'll be placing 1. Okay, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I have placed 1. Now they have given 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 as don't care term. So I'll be placing there D. Okay, I'll be placing there D. Now I'll be using this don't care terms to group this 2 here, 2 ones here. Okay, this 2 cells. Why? Because I'll be getting maximum cell grouping. Maximum cell grouping, that is I'll be getting 8 cell grouping over here. That is I have grouped 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 as one group. So when it is one group, what you will be getting? You'll be getting W here. You can see corresponding row, it is W. As it is covering all the columns, I'll not be getting any variable over there. So it is only W. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is W. Okay. So now 1, 1 is here. So I don't want to do only 2 cell grouping. I can use this don't care term to get maximum cell grouping. So when I'm doing maximum cell grouping, so I'll be getting 5, 7, 13, 15 as one group. So 5, 7, 13, 15 as one group means it corresponds to this row and this row. Okay. So here what you'll be getting, what is not changing, it is X. And when you see in the column, what is not changing, it is Z. So I'll be writing it as XZ. Okay. So now one is remaining here. That is in cell number 6, 1 is remaining. So I have to group that also. How will I be grouping? Again, I can use these don't care terms to group this one. Okay, I don't want one single group for 6th, because there is an option that I can use this don't care terms as well as this one also. Why? Because it is adjacent. Though it is grouped in other, I can group once again to group this one, so that I'll be getting maximum cell grouping. So when I group this one, it is 6, 7, 14, 15. So corresponding row when you see it is X, corresponding column if you see it is Y. So I'll be getting XY. So to write the minimal function, minimal equation, that is f of wxyz is equal to w plus xz plus xy. Okay. Next, now f of wxyz is equal to summation 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 plus summation don't care terms 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'll be placing 1 in cell numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. And I'll be placing D, that is don't care terms, in cell number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Okay. After placing it, I should group. My main intention will be to group cell number 1. Whichever cell is having 1, I have to group that one using with the help of the don't care terms or with the help of ones of the adjacent cell. So after writing everything, I'll think which one to group. So I'll go for always the maximum cell grouping. So 1, 9, 11, 1 and 3. Okay. 9, 11, 1 and 3 when I group, what I'll be getting, it is X bar. Okay, corresponding row when I see it is X bar. Corresponding column when I see it is Z. So it is X bar Z. So that is 9, 11, 1, 3. Okay. In the same way, 1 is remaining here. I have to group that also. So what I'll be using? I'll be using this adjacent cell which is already grouped. So what it is 2, 3 and I'll be using this one as 2 is adjacent to 10, 3 is adjacent to 11. I'll be getting maximum cell grouping, that is 4 cell grouping. So 2, 3, 10, 11 I'll be grouping. So corresponding row what it is X bar. Okay. And corresponding column what it is, you'll be getting Y. So it is X bar Y. Okay. And I have to group 1 here. The cell number 4 is having 1. This is left out still. I have not grouped that one. So to group that one, I cannot go for 4 cell grouping because here I don't have any don't care term also. And here also I don't have any don't care term. Otherwise I would have done with the 4 cell grouping. So now the option is only the 2 cell grouping. So I'll group 4 and 12. Okay. So when I group 4 and 12, what I'll be getting it is X and this one is Y bar Z bar. So X, Y bar, Z bar. You can again have a question that only don't care terms like 12, 13, 14, 15, whether it can be grouped. See here 12, 13, 14, 15. You cannot group only the don't care term like this. You cannot group this completely 12, 13, 14, 15. If suppose the cell number 8 would have 1 over here. Okay, if it would have D also, to group this one, we would have done 8 cell grouping. Only to group this one. Okay, if there would have been D also, to group this one, I would have taken 8 cell instead of 4 cell. Okay, so only group of don't care terms is not there. Don't care terms itself indicate, the name itself indicates you have to don't care it. Only it can be used to group cell which is having 1. Okay, so now one more example. F of Wxyz is equal to summation 0, 3, 4, 7, 8 plus summation D 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I've placed 1 in 0, 3, 4, 7, 8 cells and I've placed D, that is don't care terms, in cell number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So after placing it, I will group it. How I should group? I should always prefer the maximum cell grouping. So 1 is here, 1 is here and 1 is here and don't care term is here. So I can group, I can go for a 4 cell grouping like this. Okay, so it is 0, 4, 12 and 8. So what you'll be getting here, it is Y bar, Z bar. In the same way, I'll be grouping this one 3, 7, 15, 11. So 3, 7, 15, 11 it is Y, Z. So I'll be writing YZ. So again, you cannot group 12, 13, 14, 15 like this. Okay, and you cannot group 14, 15, 10 and 11. Okay, why? Because it has only don't care terms. In the same way, one more example. F of Wxyz is equal to summation 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 plus summation D 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 I'll be placing 1 and in 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 I'll be placing D. Okay, so now as 0 is adjacent to 2, 2 is adjacent to 6, 6 is adjacent to 14 and 10. All these are adjacent, so I'll be getting 8 cell grouping. So that is 0, 2, 4, 6, 12, 14, 8 and 10. So altogether 8 cell grouping. So in 8 cell grouping, it is covering all the rows. Okay, so I'll not be getting any of the variable over here. And in 8 cell this grouping, it is covering the Y bar, Z bar and Y, Z bar. So what is not changing? It is Z bar. So I'll be writing Z bar here. Next, coming to max term equations. So till now what you have seen? You have seen min term equation, that is sum of product, SOP equations it was. Now it is max term equations. So there it was sigma, here it is pi. Okay, here it is pi. There you were placing 1, here you will be placing 0. Grouping is same thing. Only that the procedure of writing the equation is different. So now what they have given? They have given f of x, y, z. So I'm very clear with min term and max term. Min term means it is summation. Max term means it is pi. If it is sigma, you'll be writing 1 in the cell. If it is max term, that is pi, you'll be writing 0 in the cells. Okay. So they have given 0, 3, 4, 7, and this is indicated by capital M. There it was small m, here it is capital M. So 0, 3, 4, 7, I'll be placing 0 in these cells 0, 3, 4, 7. Now I'll be grouping it. Adjacent cells grouping is everything same, but the procedure of writing the equation, it is different. So when I'll be grouping this one 0 and 4 as it is adjacent, I'll be grouping 0 and 4. So when I'll be grouping 0 and 4, so here 0, 0 indicates it is y and plus z it is. There it was product, here it is sum. Okay, this is y plus z. It is 0 means without bar. There 0 means with bar in min term. So it is y plus z. This is y plus z bar, it is y bar plus z bar, it is y bar plus z. So 0 and 4 is one group. So what you'll be getting y plus z. 3 and 7 is one group, you'll be getting y bar plus z bar. So how you'll be writing the equation? It is y plus z into y bar plus z bar. It is product of sum. There it is sum of product. Okay. So next problem. So here they have given f of a, b, c, d is equal to pi 0, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15. So since it is pi, since it is max term, what I'll be doing? I'll be writing zeros in these cells, that is 0, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15. So I've written zeros in each of these cells. Okay. So now I'll group. So when I am grouping, I'll be grouping 0, 4, 12, 8. Okay. So when I've grouped this one 0, 4, 12, 8. So what it is? It is C plus D. Okay. In the same way, I'll be grouping 5, 7, 5, 7, 13 and 15. When I'm grouping this one corresponding row, what it is? It is B bar. Corresponding column, it is D bar. So it is B bar plus D bar. In the same way, it is 13, 15, 9, 11. So 13, 15, 9, 11 corresponding row, what you'll be getting? You'll be getting A bar, and corresponding column again it is D bar. So it is A bar plus D bar. So minimal expression I've written here. Okay. You can also group 4, 5, 12 and 13. And also you can group 12, 13, 8 and 9. But all these becomes prime implicant. Okay, all these becomes, because everything we have already covered. We have not left anything. So we have already covered. The prime implicant means all possible groupings with maximum cell. So as this is 4 cell, so again we can go for a 4 cell, that is 4, 5, 12, 13 will become one more prime implicant. 12, 13, 8, 9 also becomes one prime implicant. You can write that also. If suppose they ask you write prime implicants, write essential prime implicants, then minimal function, all these three things should be written. Okay, all possible prime implicants, and then you have to find out what is essential prime implicant. And in yesterday's class, I've told that essential prime implicant should and must be present in your minimal expression. Okay. Next, f of wxyz is equal to pi 1, 3, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. So pi indicates again 0 you have to place, it is max term. So I have placed zeros in all these cells. So zeros I have placed in all these cells. Now I'll be grouping it. So while grouping, I'll see for adjacent cells with maximum cell grouping. So first thing 12, 13, 15, 14 becomes one group. Okay. So when it becomes one group, for that corresponding row, what it is? W bar plus X bar, as it is max term. So one indicates with bar complemented. So it is W bar plus X bar. As it is covering all the columns, I'll not be writing anything over here. So it is only W bar plus X bar. Next. So I'll be grouping 12, 8, 14 and 10. Okay. So when I'll be grouping this one, so what I'll be getting? W bar I'll be getting here. And here what I'll be getting? It is Z. Okay. W bar plus Z I'll be writing. So next, as this is only 1 and 3 are adjacent, we don't have here 9 and 11, 0. Otherwise we would have gone for 4 cell grouping with 1 and 3. So only 1 and 3, 2 cells are adjacent. So this is having only 0 in cell number 1 and 3. So I'll be going for 2 cell grouping. So when it is 2 cell grouping, corresponding row what I'll be getting, it is W plus X. Corresponding column what I'll be getting, it is Z bar. W plus X plus Z bar. So minimal expression I'll be writing like this. So now f of a, b, c, d, e is equal to pi. So this is 5 variable K-map again. So in max term, 5 variable K-map, as we have already seen in min terms, how it is written and how it has been solved. In the same way it is here also. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 12, 14, 8, 10 becomes one group. So a is equal to 0 means without bar it is a, and here what you will be getting, it is e. So it is a plus e. Okay. So here again what you will be getting, it is a plus it is b bar plus c. That is 8, 9, 10, 11 becomes one group. So it is a plus b bar plus c. In the same way, it is 0, 1, 2, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 24, 25, 26, 27 is one group. So what you will be getting, it is a bar. A is equal to 1. That means it is a bar. It is covering these two rows, that is b plus c and b bar plus c. So c is common, so I'll be writing a bar plus c here. Okay. As it is covering all the columns, so I'll not be getting any variable over here. So it is a bar plus c. So altogether the expression is like this: a plus e into a plus b bar plus c into a bar plus c. It is 5 variable K-map. Next, f of a, b, c, d is equal to pi 2, 8, 11, 15 plus pi, don't care terms, 3, 12, 14. Okay, so 3, 12, 14. So I'll be placing 0 in cell number 2, 8, 11, 15 and I'll be placing D in cell number 3, 12 and 14. So after placing, I will see for grouping. So 8 and 12 I can group. Okay. And 11 and 15 I can group. 2 and 3 I can group. I'm using this don't care terms to get maximum cell grouping. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got 2 cell grouping over here. Only if I would have written only for 2, 8, 11, 15. So what it would have been, it is only 11 and 15 would have been 2 cell and 0 is single, I would have grouped it. And 8 single, I would have grouped it. So don't care terms we are using to group so that we can get maximum cell grouping. So accordingly, it is covering which two rows? It is covering this and this row. Okay. So when it is covering this and this row, what you will be getting over here? It is a bar. In the same way, corresponding column, what you will be getting? It is c plus d. So what I'll be writing? A bar plus c plus d. In the same way, 11 and 15 is covering which two rows? It is covering this and this row. So what I'll be getting? It is a bar. And it is covering this column. It is c bar plus d bar. So I'll be writing a bar plus c bar plus d bar. In the same way, it is covering, this is which group? It is 2 and 3. It is covering this row. It is a plus b. And it is covering which two columns? It is covering these two columns. It is c bar. So a plus b plus c bar. In the same way, One more example, f of a, b, c, d is equal to pi 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10 plus pi d 0, 14 and 15. So I'll be placing 0 in all these cells, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. Okay, I've placed 0 in all these cells. Next, 0, 14 and 15 are don't care terms. So 0 and don't care term, 14 and 15 are don't care terms. Now I will group it. So while grouping, I'll go for the maximum cell grouping. 0, 1, 2, 3 are adjacent. So I'll be grouping this one. So when I group this one, what I'll be getting? I'll be getting A plus B. As it is covering all the columns, I'll not be getting any variable over here. So next I'll group this one. This is 0. That is 4, cell number 4. Cell number 4 is adjacent to cell number 0. So I'll make use of this one and I will group this one. So when I am grouping, what I'll be having, it is A. And here what I'll be getting, C plus D. So it is A plus C plus D. Okay. So there is a 0 over here. Okay. So 0 is here. So adjacent, which one it is? D. So I'll group this one. So when I'm grouping this one, so it is A bar. Okay, it is A bar. Which column it is? C bar plus D. So A bar plus C bar plus D. 0 is still here, which I have not grouped. So what is adjacent here? 1 is also adjacent here. There is no 0 or don't care terms in the adjacent cell. There is only here. So I'll be grouping 9 and 1. So when I'm grouping 9 and 1, what I'll be getting here, it is B. Okay, corresponding column, what I'll be getting, it is C plus D bar. So B plus C plus D bar. Okay,